Hey everybody, what's going on? It's January 25th. I decided to do I decided a few things recently. One thing being that I think for now I will be doing my videos like this, coming to you live. It's easier. I don't have to do any editing work or waiting for it to upload. Just coming to you live, much easier. And usually when I do videos, it's all in one shot anyway. So why bother going through all the editing and all that computer shit? I don't have to deal with that. Secondly, there's been a few people that have touched on this recently in the community, and I'm just gonna add to that group. I'm not necessarily canceling my pull list, but I'm cutting back a whole lot. I'm just kind of done with weekly stuff. I'll stay on. Actually, I'm cutting a lot of the big two stuff out. Because it's just not as fun for me. I've always been like an indie guy anyway, so I'm just going to continue on that path, really. I don't know. DC and Marvel aren't really doing it for me. So there's a few DC and Marvel books that I'm going to stay on for right now. First, as far as DC goes, I'm going to stay on Batman, White Knight until that's done. I'm also staying on Mr. Miracle until that's done. I'll be picking up the Swamp Thing Winter Special, but that's only a one shot, really. Sorry, cat's scratching at the door. And then as far as Marvel goes, you'll see in the haul that this week I picked up the first issue of Legion, which I believe is only a 5-part miniseries. And I'm going to drop Daredevil once the character or villain Muse is done. I really liked him in the first story arc that he was in. I want to see if that's going to continue. But as far as all the other big two books that I was reading, I'm just kind of done. Green Arrow, I really liked, but this Ninth Circle story, there's been too many gaps that I haven't really enjoyed. So I'd like to stick with that. I think the creative team is stopping pretty soon, but I don't know if I want to stay on until they're done. I just kind of want to drop it. So I'll be dropping those, sticking with my indies until they're done. We just found out this week that Harrow County is ending at issue 32. That really sucks. I really enjoy Harrow County, but you know, all good things come to an end. Anyway, we're gonna jump into the stuff I picked up so far. I think this month. I don't think I've done another real big haul video since the last live stream I did, which was 2 or 3 weeks ago. So first things first, we're gonna get some of the non-comic book stuff out of the way, because I know a lot of people don't care about this stuff, but I'm you know me, I'm a big fan of other stuff. First up, oh gosh, there we go. Okay, picked up this CD, Vanna, A New Hope. I don't expect very many people to know Vanna or care about Vanna, because I didn't know about them until I picked it up, and it's magnificent, like a metalcore masterpiece. Next, completely different, Phil Collins box set. This is Take a Look at Me Now. It is an 8 CD box set. I would go more in depth on it, but if you want to see a really in-depth review of it, go to Scott Custom Bromstar's channel. He did a whole video on it. It's fantastic. Next, yesterday, my wife and I just picked up Game of Thrones Season 7 on DVD. We have 1 through 6 in like a full box set on DVD. So we're just going to stick with DVDs, because on our little TV in our bedroom, Blu-ray really, I mean, there's no big fucking deal, you know what I mean? So, okay, that's the non-comic book stuff. Here we go. This is the real stuff you might be interested in. One trade, or hardcover. This is Spider-Man, Spirits of the Earth. I was at Second and Charles with Nate and saw this. Took a look at the cover and knew I really, really wanted it. God, the lighting here sucks. I apologize. But pretty rad story. I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, but Peter Parker and Mary Jane are going to Scotland for like their second honeymoon, and to deal with some like family business. Mary Jane's aunt passed away and left her the grounds in Scotland, the family grounds, and they come to get involved in a haunted castle. Trying to come up with a good picture to show you, and it so far is fantastic. I'm about halfway through, but it's kind of right on my alley as far as stories go, because it deals with the supernatural. It's not the best picture, but you can see there's a castle here and then ghosts all over the place. Really liked it so far. I'll get to finishing it actually probably pretty soon. Next we'll go with the new single issues I picked up this week. This is 2 weeks old. Kill or Be Killed, issue 15. Love this title. It's probably top 3 of titles coming out right now that like are my favorites. So stoked about that. And then, as I said before, I picked up the #1 issue of Legion. Just says part 1. It doesn't say how many, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. So excited about that. Legion is probably one of my favorite Marvel characters. So super rad. Next, I finally found this Hillbilly issue 3. I've been looking for it all over the place. Due to another part of my haul, I found a new shop. So I'm giving that a shot. Sorry, my phone just said something weird. Let me do something real quick. I apologize. Totally amateur. Through 8 now. Stoked about that. Yeah, found a new shop. Found that at a new shop. I think they charged me $4.25 for it. So surprised, but stoked that they have stuff that I might need, you know, a couple issues here and there. So another shop for me to go to. Next, big bunch of stuff I got at Second and Charles. This is Bone, issue 1. I have most of Bone in trade form, but I saw this single and just thought I should have it. So issue 1. Then while I was with Nate, we searching through boxes, and I found this book I was curious about. I think he said he read it. It was an 8-part miniseries, I think he said, but Hadrian's Wall. So #1, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't read any of it yet, but he said it's kind of, it's got a Department H feel to it, but in space. So I'll give that a shot. He said it's kind of claustrophobic like that, but we'll give it a shot, right? Next, another book that I never saw, but like I don't remember seeing it at the shop or anything like that, but it totally looks like me. and that's Redlands. So this is issue 1. Nate said he dropped this. I don't remember why he said that, but number 2. Definitely looks like something I would read. 3. And 4. So I have those. I don't know how long it goes, but if I see them, I'll pick them up. You know, whatever. Next, 2 issues that go with another issue I picked up a while ago, and that is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's Catwoman. So this is issue 4. Yep, issue 4. Catwoman, When in Rome. So issue 4 and issue 5. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale are one of my dream teams. So love those guys, and whenever I see anything by them, I picked up. Speaking of, found this single issue of Dark Victory. I'm a big Dark Victory fan. I like Dark Victory better than Long Halloween, and this cover just is killer. I freaking love it. So this is number 2 of 13. I've never come across any of the other Dark Victory issues, but when I do, I'll pick them up. Then we have some stuff that I know Johnny would like, or probably has, or would say it's a shit copy. Anyway, Batman stuff. This is Batman Annual number 10 with Hugo Strange there on the cover. Love this cover. Purple background, great Batman pose. The cape just, you know, flowing there on the ground. Fantastic. I love this cover a lot. That's why I picked it up. Next, issue 277. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? You just in time to see the Batman stuff. So, there's only like 4 issues. But 277, love this cover as well. It is in pretty sexy condition. There's out of the corner there's a little rip, and it's crinkled a bit, but fuck it, I love it. And then we have issue 278, another fantastic cover. I love it. Just good stuff. It's in pretty good condition too. You know me, I'm not a condition type guy. I just pick it up if I need it, if I like it. It's just fantastic. So, big fan of that cover. And then this one, I swore I thought I had it. I didn't. I'm glad I picked it up. Hey Ben, how's it going? This cover to me was always like one of those iconic covers. Just looks freaking phenomenal. And this copy is very, very sexy. Terrible spine roll. Just chips out of the top. But it is Batman 313 with Two-Face there on the cover. The thing I love about this cover is it's split down the half. I mean, not split, but the drawing. You know, you see the Harvey Dent side, and then you see the evil side of Two-Face there. Love this cover. It's freaking fantastic. Just great stuff. So, glad I picked that up. It was only a couple bucks. I want to say it was like $2. So, why not, you know? Now, we're going to get into the big chunk of back issues. Starting off with not a back issue, but with an Eagle Moss figure. So, I don't even think I've taken this out of... Nope, I haven't taken it out of the plastic. It's still taped up. Anyway, Nate and I, like I said, we went to Second and Charles, and we were looking around, and I saw this box. Ugh. And in the box, it had some Eagle Moss figures for $5. Shit. This is not coming out. Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. Muscles, yeah. And I saw this figure, and I was like, God, this looks awesome. I just wish I knew more about it. So I pulled Nate over, and I was like, dude, what do you know about this? And he's like, well, it's Hal Jordan as Parallax, And I was like, yeah, but I know who he is, but I don't know like what issue it's from and blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, it's a 3-part. Nate is just like this fountain of knowledge when it comes to fucking comics at all. And he was like, oh, it's issue 48, 49, and 50 of volume 2 of Green Lantern. I was like, okay. He just off the top of his head. So I was like, God, you know, I don't want to pick it up unless I know something about it. So I left it there. And I started thinking, it just gnawed at me, gnawed at my brain for the rest of the day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check, see if I can find any of those issues. If I can, I'm going to pick them up. And it wasn't, like at first it was because I liked the Eagle Moss figure, yeah? But it grew into something that kind of goes full circle for me. Now, this is my 5th year doing this channel. When I first started, I had a big interest in Green Lantern. I never really delved deep into it, just because when I first started the channel, I heard a lot of chatter, and people were kind of talking shit about Hal Jordan. And I was like, oh shit, I guess, you know, I don't want to get into that if everybody's down on it. Well, now that I've come 5 years later, I've really grown to look at my collection and see things that, like, why the fuck did I pick that up? Why didn't I pick up something else I was interested in? And I've really gotten this fuck cares attitude, you know? So I kind of went deep with Green Lantern. This whole stack is Green Lantern stuff. Now, I was able to find, right after I got that figure, I was able to find issue 48 and issue 50. So, I think I was sitting in the parking lot of my chiropractor, and I was early for an appointment, and I read through issue 48, and I was like, holy shit, this is just fantastic. And my wife's calling. I didn't tell her I was doing this show. She's gonna get pissed. Anyway, read through 48. It was amazing, and I wanted to read on, but I didn't have 49. That's where the new shop comes in. I was actually running all over to the shops that I did know of. Nobody had 49. As I was looking up one day this week, I want to say it was Tuesday, like comic shops near me, I noticed one that I never looked at. Guild of Blades, I think is what it's called. So it's comic book shop and game shop and all that. But like I said earlier, on their website they have a list of inventory. You can go through a search bar, look up what they have. So I looked up 49. They had it. So I ran right over. I probably paid a little extra for it. It was $8. Not bad, because I wanted it. So I picked it up, got 49, read it, read 50, and the story is just phenomenal, right? Hal Jordan just goes fucking nuts. In 49, he kills off a bunch of Green Lanterns to travel to Oa, to deal with the Guardians. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. So got those. Then I decided that I'm going to jump into Volume 2. Actually, no, I decided I was going to jump into anything Parallax. So I went to Second and Charles and found another copy of 50, which actually, incidentally, I'm going to take Lucas to his first Comic-Con at the end of next month, and Daryl Banks is going to be there. Daryl Banks being the artist on that part of Green Lantern. So I'm going to see if I can get him to sign 48, 49, and 50, and then hang him on the wall. Anyway, so then I saw 51, which is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner as a Green Lantern, 48 being his first appearance. Pick that up. And then 63, it says Parallax View 1 of 2. So got that. And then I saw this. Parallax Emerald Knight, the Final Night, #1 special. And then Blackest Night, issue 50. And then Convergence. Green Lantern Parallax 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Now, I haven't read any of those. I've only read 48, 49, and 50. But super stoked to read those. So I decided to really get into Green Lantern, like I said, and I found the entirety of Emerald Dawn at Second and Charles for $1 a piece. So can't really go wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'll read all that, and then the rest of this is some randoms from Volume 2. I decided that I'm gonna just go 1 to 51 first, just because I don't know how I feel about Kyle Rayner. We'll see how 51 goes. Anyway, issue 1. 2. Most of these I picked up for $1. I think that issue 1 I picked up for 4. 3. Love that. Hal punching Guy Gardner right in the friggin' mouth. Wait, that was 3. Yeah, this is 4. 5. 6. 7. 18. Took a little bit of a jump there. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25, 32, and 34. So, decent sized chunk out of that. I said in my last video I'm going to focus a little bit on Uncanny X-Men this year. I think in addition to that, I'm going to focus on Green Lantern. I don't know how deep I'll go. There's a few Volume 1s at Second and Charles that I saw the other day. I don't know if I want to get into that because it's a humongous volume, and the first ones are just going to be friggin' impossible to find. So I think starting with Volume 2 is a good way to do it, to get more introduced to the characters. I mean, I know a good bit about them, but I just want to know more before I delve super deep. But yeah. So Green Lantern. If you're not down, fuck off. I'm good with it. Anyway, that's it. I should go call my wife because she just texted me asking where I was. Thanks guys for watching who showed up, watched live. As I said, I'll probably be doing live videos from here on out for a while, just because it's a lot less work. So, and I like to see the chat going on while I'm doing it. It kind of adds a little bit to doing a video, and I love that. So that's why I do it. I like to talk to you guys. So that's it. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.